this movie. It's called Shazam, based on Captain Marvel, but we can't call him that no more because Marvel stole that name.
Right.
um, yeah, I don't know if you guys know that one. Tristan, you knew that?
I did not know that actually, because I am a dummy and have not read any comic books really.
Yeah,
Oh,
Shazam's original name was Captain Marvel, and then Marvel made Captain Marvel, and then they were like, "All right, someone's got to bend the knee here."
yeah. I was gonna say I found that out last night when I was looking up reviews to try to figure out if I was the only one that had a particular feeling about this movie, and I must have been. So we'll see.
All right. Have either of you guys seen this movie before? Tristan, I'm gonna assume
No.
yes.
No, I have not seen this movie
Oh,
before.
that's a shocker. But
I wanted
I'm
to see it
glad.
when it came out, but I never ended up seeing it.
I did too. I just never watched it because I'm lazy. But we finally
I've
watched
seen.
it,
Oh man, I don't
and
know.
obviously there's a difference in opinions here, like normal. Usually,
Yeah,
Which is
that's
okay.
totally cool.
me and Tristan will usually like something. Eli will come in here with his fucking actually glasses.
Hey
Actually,
man.
this show is just that good.
Hey,
I don't know
man.
what it like, but it's definitely like a 7 for me.
Oh, dude, I wish this was a 7.
Oh man, I highly enjoyed this. I want to be honest. Like
Really?
I thought
Okay.
it was a great time.
it was the perfect amount of silly, but not too ridiculous silly. They didn't really get too crazy with like pop culture references, which is like my biggest knock for a lot of comedy and superhero
Yeah.
movies. Is they try to do like, oh look, he's playing Fortnite. Like you know how bad the fucking
Oh, dude.
the
What
end game
was
is
that?
gonna end. Is gonna like it's gonna
Oh,
age
yes.
really bad when they get to that
Yes, it
shit.
is.
People kids
That's right.
are gonna be like, what the fuck is Fortnite? Like kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like you have to
Yep.
be careful with that pop culture shit because it won't stand the test of time. Which
100%.
Marvel doesn't give a fuck because they made $2 billion in 3 days. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
who cares?
That's a fact.
Who cares about the test of time when my pockets are gonna stand the test of time?
I feel like I was too, I don't know, maybe I was taking this too serious because I feel like they were just being a little bit too silly at points. Like, dude, why'd the wizard look like Jordan Peele and a Key and Peele skit? Like, come
Okay,
on.
that was definitely one of my knocks.
Dude, I
That
was
was
like one of the
that wizard.
Oh,
Oh my
because he's a
gosh.
black man. That's a knock. Nice, dude.
Oh,
yeah, thanks, Tristan. Jesus.
Nice, dude.
No, thanks. Way to get us canceled, Tristan. But yeah, no, I don't know. That was one of the first things I saw. I was like, damn, is this really that low budget? And then they did some shit with the editing. I'm like, okay, it's not low budget. What are we doing here? Like, I don't. I was so confused.
guy seemed like such a goober, bro.
The biggest knock I could give it is the runtime. Like
Yes. Yes.
we've talked about this a bunch of times. I'm tired of movies being 2 hours for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous. That this movie was 2 hours, but I
So,
think it did some
15 or
stuff good.
something.
I mean, if you exclude the credits, it ended up being right about 2 hours. But I think it could have been a better use of the 2 hours if they'd done some things differently. I feel like they didn't do a great job of explaining some stuff, including some backstory stuff. You know, not that we needed like backstory, but I just feel like a better explanation of some of the stuff, including like Shazam and the powers and stuff like that. I think that would have helped a bit
Jason,
more.
you don't want to get into that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, as someone who does like comic books, kind of, the backstories are never good. Like they're like it's some bullshit. It's like, oh, it's
Oh,
the
really?
gods. The gods created a T-Rex, and the T-Rex shit out a golden egg. We took the golden egg, cracked it, made some scrambled eggs. We all split the scrambled eggs, ate it, made this staff, and now the staff has powers. Like it's shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Not everything's a Spider-Man backstory.
Yeah. Well, not
That's
everything's
fair.
like they get generic after a while too, because there's only so many backstories you can do.
That's a
Right.
fact. Yeah.
Dead parents, Batman.
Yeah.
Great power comes great responsibility. Spider-Man. I'm an
Frozen
alien.
ice.
Superman.
Yep.
Frozen in ice, and I'm a
Freezing
fucking
ice, yep.
jabroni. Captain
Yep.
Captain America.
Yep.
Lol, I'm an alien. Captain Marvel. The other one. Like it's
Yeah.
just don't bother with that
okay.
shit.
Iron Man's was cool. I'll give
I'm
it that.
rich
No. But he was trapped in a cave and he had to create all this shit. Like that was kind of cool.
with the
I thought
terrorists.
that backstory was cool. Yeah, I'll give it to him. But dude, most of those backstories are terrible.
You're
Yeah,
right.
really, his backstory is I'm rich, bitch. Like that's his backstory.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
rich and I
pretty
somehow
much.
made a suit of super armor in a cave with a bunch of scrap iron. Forehead.
No, they locked my man's up and said, "Enjoy yourself."
So we gotta get to the plot breakdown now that we talked about the bullshit. So enjoy. So the beginning
Yeah.
scene was one of my favorite scenes. Right? You guys are gonna be like, what? Because
No, I get you.
hear me out. That dad is a great, great, great trash can. Like that
Yeah,
dude was
that's facts.
so
That's facts.
unnecessarily asshole. It was amazing.
That's facts. Yeah,
That
no.
was my first note, dude.
He
I
told his
did
kid,
not.
you need to fight back for yourself, man. He's like 7. He's like, all right, dude, I'm gonna beat this 16-year-old up for sure. And then I
Yeah.
like how he looks at his older kid who's bullying the younger kid. And he just like smiles. And I wrote down, he's thinking in his head, he's like, what a Chad. Like, God
I did
damn,
not
what a
have.
Giga Chad.
I
His
did
name
not
was
have
Sid.
complaints about that.
His name
Sid.
was Sid. The
That's
older
right.
brother's name was Sid. That's ridiculous. And the younger
Dude.
brother was Thad.
The younger brother
That's awesome.
was bald head.
Dude, I'm gonna get to something about that later.
Oh boy, I'm
But
curious. I was
we'll get
excited
to
about
it.
that.
So,
Yeah.
after all that, there's a wizard. He says, you want powers? All right, I'm going to test you. Don't be evil. Within 30 seconds, the kid tries to be evil. I
Dude.
don't. That bit killed me. Like, it was like, hey, don't be evil. Hey, you want to be evil? Ooh,
Dude.
evil?
I don't understand why you have the most deadly weapon in the world right next to what you're not supposed to touch. Like, I don't understand why it's right there in the open. Like, that was my thing.
bait. He's trying to test their pure of heart.
I get that, but why would he not just like lock it so you don't like? There's a test, and then there's actually giving it to him,
Because
which ended
Black
up
Gandalf
happening.
doesn't think good.
But Jordan Peele doesn't think. That's why.
And then he said, get the fuck out of here. And then he said, no, my powers. Then kills his father and brother. Goated. And then we cut to this other dude. His name's George. By George, I mean Billy. Billy really stole a cop car. That was pretty cool. He said, whip, but he didn't actually steal the cop car. He just got in there, looked for his mom. Went to this black lady and said, you're my mom. She said, no, I'm not. I'm black. Great bit. I'm black. Can you not see my skin color? You're not my child because I'm black.
She said, I think you're my mom. She said, excuse me, honey?
And so,
no.
After
honey,
all that,
excuse me, Tristan?
Y'all being ridiculous.
No, just kidding.
After all that, Bald Brother shows back up. He's going to steal the power of souls. After that, we cut back to Billy. He in a new foster home. Billy a little shit. He don't really listen to no one. He doing his own thing. Little black girl's like, you're my brother now. And she's like, I don't know you, little kid. I was like, damn, Billy, why you gotta treat her like that? That was fucked up.
I'm not your brother because you're black. That's what he should have pulled out.
Yeah, I'm not your real brother. What? And then we get a teaser of the best character in this movie when he comes into the house with the Samoan, with Gibraltar and the Mexican lady.
Dude, the dude from The Walking Dead?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's weights on the table, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the little girl's like, Darla, I think is her name.
Yep.
She's like, oh yeah, don't worry, Pedro's just trying to get swole. I'm like, ah, yes sir, because that right there is the best character in the movie. My man, Pedro.
Pedro's dope.
Pedro is built like a brick. That dude's awesome, bro. Holy goodness. The payoff for Pedro was fantastic.
He said five words the whole movie too, dude.
He said like 12.
Dude, that's all you had to do.
No, you're right.
He said, "It's up."
Pedro, say hi. He give him the head nod. He's like, what's up? Dude, I gotta go back to the prison yard, bro.
Hey, the dad was dope, Eli. I agree with you. That guy was
I just
cool.
like him. I just like him because he's cool in The Walking Dead, but that's about it.
Oh, of course he was in The Walking Dead. Everybody's in The Walking Dead these days.
That's pretty much, dude. Man's just a tank.
That dude looks scarily like the Kratos voice actor from right now.
Oh, for real?
Yes, sir.
I don't think I've seen that dude, if I'm gonna be honest. So
I haven't either.
anyway, one of my notes is right after this, he got another school scene. I said, oh yeah, I hated it when these adults come to the school in their big truck and try to run over a 13-year-old crippled kid. Yeah, that makes sense. It's like I hate when that happens. It happened all the time.
They really did my man's like that, bro.
So stupid, dude. I got so pissed at that scene, if I'm gonna be honest.
Me too, man.
Those dudes were so unnecessary,
It
honestly.
was so stupid, dude.
You
Like,
almost dented my truck. What?
So
You
dumb.
almost
I'm not gonna
dented
lie.
my truck.
I saw that exact same truck when I was going to work yesterday. It was like passing me going the other way. I was like, hey, wait a second. I just saw that truck.
Oh, wait, there's some blood on it from my boy Crip.
All right. We're gonna have to cut that.
What?
So we get all that. He gets up. Billy stands up, starts whipping Candy ass with the cane, and then Billy says, "Got a blast!" And then he runs to the subway station. Then he gets transported, and then the brother is like, "Hey man, look, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Like I've been looking for someone pure heart for like 20 years, and no one's like everyone sucks. So like you're the only one I got. So I'm just gonna give you these. Like do something with it." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "All right, peace." And dies. Like that's hilarious. He was like, "Yeah, no one's good enough, so I'm just gonna give it to you because fuck it." Like,
Yeah, pretty
He
much.
said, you're here.
and Billy does exactly what you think he would do with superpowers. A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. He turned into beastly Jimmy Fallon though.
He does look like
Wow.
Jimmy Fallon. He does talk
Yeah,
like
dude.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. That's the first thing I thought.
What's that dude's name?
Oh,
Zachary Levi. I
Zachary
think?
Levi. That's my
Yeah.
guy.
What's he in?
Well, he got his big start in Chuck. He was entangled.
Was he Finn or Flynn?
Yes, Flynn Rider.
Oh yeah, I like that dude.
Yeah, and he had a kind of cameo in Thor 2.
All right, that's enough of
Oh.
that. So
Yeah.
Zachary Levi, right? He was just doing Zachary Levi things. He was on swole. I was like,
I don't. Oh, I think they just gave him a big suit because I
No,
don't
I
think
looked it up.
Zachary Levi's that big.
No, he
I
got big
looked
for
up,
that.
man's got big
Did he
for
get
that.
that big for that?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. I
gosh!
looked it up, dude.
Much respect to my man Zachary
He
Levi.
did,
Then.
dude, guys. It was all natty, bro. You know what he did? He ate one chicken breast. He ate one
Oh, no.
asparagus a day, and he did 10 push-ups, and then he got sculpted like that. That's all he
Yeah,
needed to do.
duh.
Just one chicken breast, one asparagus, 10 push-ups,
Yep.
and then boom, brah.
And don't forget, with the leftover chicken breast, you gotta eat your chicken and rice.
No.
No.
No. One
Yeah.
chicken breast, one asparagus,
One asparagus.
10 push-ups, and then you get this bit buff. I was like, damn, ain't no one gonna be buffer than him in this movie, and I was sorely mistaken.
That's facts.
Because golly. But before we get to that, man, he gets powers. Little homie Freddy the cripple starts helping him out. What's that dude? He's Jimmy from South Park.
Oh,
Yeah, he is Jimmy from South
He
Park.
said, "I'm too fast."
Yeah.
Jimmy from South Park starts helping him out. They start trying to meme around. Billy comes back. Gibraltar's really happy that he's back. He's like, "Damn, man, I can't believe you came back. I'm so happy you didn't run away." Mexican mom number 4 is like, "Oh my god, yeah, see." And
Oh my God.
they end up having a falling out because he said, "Come to my lunch," and he's like, "Why you keep trying to sign me up for this stupid shit?" And he's like, "Man, because I need friends."
Yeah, that's facts.
Billy ditches him. He starts doing lightning shows at at the Rocky Steps. He said,
Yeah.
lightning hands." That was pretty
Dude,
funny.
okay, that was kind of funny, but he's like, I see why Rocky trained so hard to get up these steps. That was pretty funny. I laughed that was funny.
Oh goodness, that the lightning hands bit was
That
great.
got me.
And then he lightnings a school bus or a regular bus.
Oh,
People
the
almost
bus.
die, catches him, saves him, and then we enter Bald Brother with the eye.
Yeah.
Yo, my man, I was not expecting Mark Strong to be in this movie.
His drip was strong.
So,
I can't tell you how happy I was to see Mark Strong in this movie as the bad guy.
so Reek, this looked like a certain history teacher we had.
Oh no. Teach me how to
No.
Dougie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys had a teacher who liked to teach kids how to
Oh.
Dougie too?
No,
Oh,
he was more like a fucking hipster jabroni dude who had a bald head.
He taught us about a dude who didn't even exist.
Ah, man.
Was he teaching you about Percy Jackson?
No, he's teaching us
No,
about Brewster McKenna. If anyone ever, if anyone knows that name, just like,
Yeah.
I hope the pain you felt from hearing that name caused as much as me thinking about that name.
That's facts.
Oh, God.
Dude, I get PTSD just thinking about that, dude.
The IB program. Holy shit.
Oh, God, dude.
Just to let you guys know, me and Eli are actually smart. We just act stupid on camera.
Yes,
We're just pretending.
I act stupid in public and
I'm
in
actually a
private as well,
doctor
so.
in my free time.
Doctor of Thugonomics.
Yes, that's racist though.
That is not right.
Just letting you know. So,
Jesus Christ, what are we doing?
teach me how the Dougie shows up with the glass eye. He says, I'm gonna need those powers, son. And Shazam goes, but I like my powers. And he goes, yeah, that's for true. And he says, give me the powers. And he baby shakes him, throws him in the air, tries to drop him, a bunch of stuff, doesn't give him the powers. Because little Freddy's a dum-dum and kept talking and saying, Billy, 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 Billy in public, he now knows
Dude.
the Foster family. Oh, I skipped a scene. Low key, the college-aged foster child, right?
Mary, yep.
She wanted Shazam.
That's a fact.
Oh, she did. She did.
Yeah.
Before she realized it was Billy, she wanted him. And then she found it was Billy, and you see the shock on her face. She goes, oh, no. What was I thinking?
Oh, but just wait till the end of the movie, Reek. Do I have a present for you?
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I really don't like it now. So
you're not gonna like it. But I'm gonna say it.
So then we got that. He saved her, yada, yada, yada. Goes back. The dude's like, I have your family. And he's like, no, not my family. And they go, give me the power. He goes, no. And then they ba 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 ba, boom boom bop. Some ghosts show up. A bunch of the 7 deadly sins show up. Envy hides in the dude's body. Billy baits him out by calling Envy a little bitch.
Yep.
But before we get to that, they find the staff and they're like, all right, powers. And then Billy's like, grab the staff, everyone. And, we also skipped over the Pedro scene again. Pedro comes in to help Billy when Billy and the dude are in the Cave of Secrets.
Yeah.
Freddy throws the batarang, slices that dude's head right open. That was a deadly bangarang shot.
Poor Double D, bro.
He turns around. All right, dude. He turns around, and then Pedro's got a fucking lamp. And that's the greatest because Billy starts running out. He goes, Pedro, is that a lamp? He's like, yeah, it's a shitty one, though. I'm like, that's my guy, Pedro. We should have been called the Pedro.
That's facts, dude. Pedro.
Because then they do the power split between all 6 of the kids. 6 of the kids. 7.
Yeah.
7 total.
Well, there's 6 of them.
6. There was 6.
6.
We'll get to that, though.
And they did the power split between them. And they say, Shazam! And they go, kaboom! And then, I swear to God, I heard like mariachi music or something. And it panned up. It was like, right? And it pans up and you see a green suit. And it's slowly panning up. And you see this guy, he's just on swole. This dude eats at least 2 chicken breasts and 2 asparagus. And does 20 push-ups. Right?
No way.
This dude was on swole. And what was his name? The Pedro.
Oh my God.
So Pedro got all the powers from Billy. Billy no longer has any powers. Pedro proceeds to fight all 7 of the deadly sins single-handedly, beats them all, snaps the neck of the guy, rips his eye out, eats the eye, and says, I am Pedro! And then the movie ends.
That's exactly how it happens.
We actually watched the
loved
alternate
it.
ending to this movie.
I was gonna say I would have loved it if it was that, dude. Honestly, the power split was one of my least favorite things in this movie.
How?
If I'm gonna be
Is that
honest.
because it was extremely predictable?
It was predictable and it was kind of cheesy how they did it. But I mean,
Yeah, I was expecting it. It was cheesy, and I still didn't care. I was like, "This is cool."
Bro, what about Freddy in the blue, Pedro in the green?
See, Pedro, I like.
Eugene in the gray.
Eugene. Okay, except for the fact that they got the dude from 13 Reasons Why to play him. I'm not happy
Next.
about that casting selection.
Next. All right. So, but that was epic to me. Like, I just liked it because I think it's funny seeing these little kids with grown ass people bodies. I'll always die for that.
That's
and then
for
they
sure.
win. I don't know if they keep the powers, but it seems like they kept the powers. So
I think they did.
now they
I
got
don't
the
know why they
Shazam
wouldn't.
squad,
Yes.
which The Rock is gonna beat the piss out of the Shazam squad in Shazam 2.
The Rock.
Yeah. No, he's actually in it.
Yeah, for shoot. I'm not mean.
For shoot?
For sure.
He's Black
Yes.
Adam. You don't know
Yes.
who Black Adam is? No, you don't know who Black
No.
Adam is. Black Adam is like evil Shazam. Like he has the same powers and everything. He's just black.
Oh.
By black, I mean he has a black suit. Like he has the shit,
Right.
but it's just black.
Well, and
Interesting.
Andy's black.
Well, The Rock is black. Normally, Black Adam's not
Rock's
necessarily black.
Yeah.
But
Because I just
Right.
saw a teaser trailer today for Shazam 2. So that was interesting because I don't know. Never mind. We'll get there in a minute.
yeah, movie
Read
ends.
continue.
GGW's. Billy's part of the family. They all got superpowers now. Hello. End credit scene. Billy brings in Superman to dinner or lunch
Yeah.
with Freddy. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, Superman!" And then it obviously wasn't. What's that man's name? What's Geralt's name?
Oh. I don't remember. But yeah,
Henry
Geralt.
Cavill.
Yes.
Henry Cavill. And it obviously wasn't him because they didn't show his face, but it was some buff ass white dude in the Superman suit.
Right.
Exactly.
But it was supposed to be him, like
They couldn't afford him
yeah. So
They-
yeah,
for that scene.
how do
He
you
said,
guys
"Y'all
feel?
want me for 5 minutes?"
How do you guys feel about the Black Superman, like Kal-El Superman rumors with Michael B. Jordan? You guys heard about that yet?
I thought that
Not
was
really. I mean,
Oh no! Oh, I did hear about that.
They're supposedly gonna reboot the Superman with Black Superman, and oh my God, there's an actual Black Superman in like the comics.
Yeah.
It's a different
in comics,
Kryptonian.
yeah.
I forget
Oh.
his name, but like the Superman we know is called Kal-El.
Right.
And then there was a different one that was like something L, but he
Okay.
was a
Okay.
different person. Which is a Black
Right.
Kryptonian. And they're not doing the Black Kryptonian, they're doing Kal-El,
Oh.
but black.
Oh, so they're just making the same character.
It's like
but
if they made
black.
Peter black instead of making Miles Morales.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
yeah. I don't
and-
like black versions.
You
Of
better fix
things.
that up real
Right,
quick.
okay.
You better
Yeah,
fix that
hold
No,
real
you're
quick.
right. You're right. All right. Let me clarify. I don't like when they take original versions of things and then say, "Hey,
original.
let me finish."
Bro.
I don't like when they take the way like I don't like them trying to remake something as black just to have black representation.
Okay, you gotta run this back,
you
dude.
you
Like,
didn't fix
it
that. You
didn't
did
make
not
it any
fix
better.
that. No, you did not.
Well, no, okay. They're like, "Oh, let's make a black
You're
Superman."
not
Like,
getting
let's
any
make
closer.
No,
You're not making it any better.
well, you just let me get my shit.
you digging yourself a grave, bro.
Look, they're like, "Hey,
You're
here's
digging-
Superman, a character that's well established throughout time, and let's make him black now, so that they're like, because they're like, oh, this will make black people happy, instead of just using other black characters that are already
All
like
right, there's the
ex-
save.
basically
There's
exactly
the save. There's the save.
there's exactly what it's exactly what Rick is talking about. There's a black Kryptonian, and instead of using him, they're just making Superman black instead. Like, why? Why would you do that?
I'm just memeing. I agree with what you're saying. I don't know.
And
I
I
do
mean-
think I don't know. Even
Yes,
vice
you can.
versa. Like it wouldn't make sense to make Black Panther white. Like
Nope.
it
Well,
just wouldn't
that's
make
different
sense.
because that's like significant part
But
of his
that
character.
is a title. But that is I guess that is a
It's
title.
a
as
title,
well
but
as
it's
the
a
Black Panther
significant part
title.
of his character because he's from Africa.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
actually a good
weird to
point.
have a white
Okay.
African.
Let's say that
Maybe
they put
like
in
Blade.
Blade or let's Captain Falcon, for example, just because he's already Anthony Mackie, just like something like that. Like it just doesn't make sense to just completely switch like I don't know representations. I guess
Exactly, and
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, also like Reek said, it'd be like if they made Peter Black instead of just using Miles Morales.
Right.
Like that would
Right.
be
Annoying.
ridiculous and annoying. Yes.
This isn't even like a race thing. I even don't like when they use different actors. Like the Spider-Man movies, I would be okay if all the Spider-Man movies were the same actor. Yes, that's not going to happen because it's made by different people. But like I don't like when they use different actors for the same exact role in different movies. Like that's just kind of my thing. Unless it's like a huge time period that goes by and they're just kind of remaking them. Like even the Batman ones kind of got away with it because it's been a while. But the Spider-Man ones, like I feel like it was pretty much back to back. They put out the different
They
series.
did.
So
They
it's just,
did.
so it was just kind of not what I wanted, I
We
guess.
can
So I just
ignore
don't.
the Andrew Garfield ones though.
I agree with you, but that's what I'm complaining about is that they use a completely different
No, I
actor
get you.
back to back, and it's just I don't like it. Like I do like the Tom Holland versions. Don't get me wrong, but I just when I look at a character, I want to see the same actor when I'm thinking of it. You know, so
I get what you're saying.
Those actually weren't too bad, the Andrew Garfield ones, just for like Spider-Man lore. But like, I get why people don't like his Spider-Man. It's a little too old.
He's just also not a good actor in my opinion.
I don't give a fuck how he acts, to be honest with you. Spider-Man's a pretty
Spider-Man,
easy role.
it's facts. That's a very
And
easy
he was
role.
still garbage at it.
You just gotta act like a kind of like I don't know mid-teen 20s
And
like
with
kind of
sarcasm.
goofball. Yeah.
Hey man, you look like a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Hey man, webs.
Wep, 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 wep.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Ooh, what's
that
up?
leads us into comments about the plot. I thought it was fine for the most part. Again, 2 hours is a little bit too much. I thought you could cut out a little bit of the ending fight because the ending fight went on for like an hour. That was kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. But
Yeah.
I didn't mind the power split. I think it's gonna be weird for when they're gonna have to fight like one bad guy and they're beating the shit out of 6 of them. I wonder if he's weaker now because of that, and
That's
if
what I was
they're gonna
thinking.
have to give it back to him to make him stronger or what. But
Yeah.
because I'm not familiar on Shazam lore at all, I'm only know a little bit. So that's gonna be
So
interesting.
yes, it is. And I'll give you my opinion real fast because it may not be accurate. I don't think he gave up those powers. I think that each of them just figured out a singular power at the time, but they're all gonna have like all the powers.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. I didn't say he split the powers. I'm saying he had to give up total power. Like
Right.
he's not as strong as he was before he split.
Oh, is that what you're saying? You're saying he had
Yes.
all the power and then gave up some of it to each of them?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Because he had so many superpowers, he's just
Oh.
divvying them up. Because I mean, obviously, whatever his name, I don't remember. Pedro had strength, and
Huh.
then whatever little black girl, I forgot her name.
Speed.
She has
Darla.
speed. Yeah, she has the speed. And
Freddy
then
could fly.
the Freddy could fly exactly. So they just kind of divvied up his powers to
Well,
everybody else. I don't know what. I don't
yes,
know.
but even after that, like like Shazam flew after that,
But I'm
and like
saying
he
he
was
didn't give
using.
him the powers. I'm
Yeah.
saying he's weaker now because of it. Is what I'm saying.
Right. That's what I'm
He
saying.
didn't
That's what I'm
lose
saying as
any
well.
actual ability, but he's weaker in strength now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because
He's like a
from what they're explaining to us and what they showed in lore, when the black dude gave him the powers, he died. Like you have them all now. He had all the powers. So now he took his powers and split them to 6 people.
Mhm.
I assume he's weaker. So I assume in the next one when they fight Black Adam, he's gonna have to get it back from them.
Yeah.
I
That's
could
what I
see how
assumed as
that
well.
makes sense. I for some reason do not think that he actually lost any power. I think what might have happened is the staff was holding all kinds of powers. Um and so the staff just granted everyone else the powers as well. Um but this is obviously something we'll have to find out and or look into as it goes on.
I
Personally, I'm
guess
excited
Yeah.
for more of Shazam. And as much as I don't care for Superman and I don't care for Henry Cavill outside of The Witcher, um, I'd be cool with a Shazam slash Superman team up.
well, actually,
Eh,
Personally,
like, so there's a thing. Again, comic nerd thing. Superman's weaknesses. He actually has 2 weaknesses. It's kryptonite and magic. I don't know if you guys know that. So
Nope.
in the
I might
comics,
have known
a
that
lot of the time when they fight, Shazam usually wins, like 1v1. Does that mean
because his
he's
powers are magical.
yes?
Right.
So he's not necessarily stronger than Superman, He just has the weakness factor. But
Mhm.
Superman can still beat people that Shazam can't. So we could see the team up, and they could go into the whole magic lore with Superman. I don't know if they want to go there already, or they don't want to make that a thing or not, because like his whole bit is that he's invincible. So if they make him
Right.
invincible, it's gonna be funny.
It's Batman versus Superman 2, but it's Shazam versus Superman versus
Hey.
Batman versus the Green Goblin.
The Green Goblin. What?
And that's it.
The
That's the
crossover between DC and Marvel.
Yep. This is the crossover that we needed. Just the Green Goblin, though.
Just the Green Willem Dafoe's coming out of retirement.
Yeah, exactly.
This dude. Oh, see, and so again, I have some bias towards Zachary Levi because I've seen him in other stuff, and I greatly enjoy Zachary Levi. Specifically, Chuck. I also very much enjoy Tangled, of course. I think he does a great job in Tangled.
Tangled's the best Disney movie.
Yeah. Okay. But I thought he was great for this role because I think he does a good job of, like, at the beginning when he first got his powers. I think Zachary Levi does a really good job of playing like someone who has no idea what's going on and has to adapt to it on the fly while still breaking out comedic ability with it, you know? So I appreciated that. And then I think that Zachary Levi has just the right amount of like comedic timing with sarcastic ability and everything, that if they go into that a little bit more, if he comes back in anything, I think it'd be really cool.
Fair enough. I enjoyed it. I mean, okay, no, I didn't. I think I judged a little bit too harshly because it was pretty late. I was tired, but I just never really had a good, I don't know, non-biased opinion of this. Just watching the trailer for the first time, it was just kind of cheesy for me. But it definitely, I'm not gonna say it grew on me, but it definitely changed my opinion a little bit just thinking about it today. But I mean, it was okay. I think the next one might be a little bit better because, like you said, you have the team up factor and that kind of power aspect. And although I didn't really like how they did the split up because I thought it was a little bit cheesy, I think they can make it work in the next one. Just kind of that dynamic of whether they have to give that power back or not. So
Right.
I am looking forward to that.
And I'll definitely give you that. There's a good amount of cheese factor to this movie. But for me, it wasn't, like, me personally, it wasn't too much.
I just can't wait for the second one,
That's
to be
just
honest. I'm very excited to see The Rock portray a superhero. I feel like that's something that should have happened a long time ago. I don't know if I would have cast him as Black Adam. Like, I understand why. He does look a lot like how they portray Black Adam a lot.
100% he does.
But I would love to see him in a different style of role, personally. I don't know. I think he could have been... I don't think The Rock's a good actor. I'm going to say that now. I'm not a huge fan. He reminds me of, like... Will Smith's one of my favorite actors. He reminds me of, like, Will Smith. You play one character every time, right? Will Smith does that, but he still has the chops to do other shit if he wants to.
I'd agree.
I don't think The Rock does. So I get why they gave him Black Adam, because it's very much just like evil man, go ha, right? Because Black Adam's not a very complex character. But when you look at someone like Batista, who is like really fucking good actor, like a really good actor, also coming from wrestling, and he did a great job with Drax. Like, he was funny, but then serious, but then depressing when you find out Drax's backstory. Like, I would have liked to seen Rock if he was a better actor in a different role, because he looks so menacing. Like, I would love to see Bane Rock. I would love to see Killer Croc Rock would be cool.
Killer Croc Rock.
There'd be some cool stuff. There's some stuff they could have done with him, but because Black Adam is not, he is, but he isn't. Like, I think he's a part of the Injustice League, but Black Adam's probably one of the least known villains in DC.
Yeah, that's facts. I don't know. I've always liked him though when I was playing the games.
Injustice.
You know? Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, so I'm interested to see if that'll sell tickets to people just because The Rock's in it.
That does remind me though, going back to Michael B. Jordan playing Superman, I had something that I didn't say. I love Michael B. Jordan, so don't take this with a grain of salt, but dude, they can't keep giving him superhero roles. He's gonna be every superhero. Like he's
Hell
gonna be way
yeah.
too many superheroes. Like there needs to be more like black actors, like that are actually like not Kevin Hart
Well, no, there
or
is.
not
They just need to
King
actually
Bach.
go get them.
I
Like,
know that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that there needs to be more. I'm saying that they need to hire more. Is what I'm trying to
shit,
say.
hire me. I would be a great
Yeah.
voice actor for anything. Imagine
I would
me,
love to hear Reek voice act, dude.
like, if I
That'd
was
be
like
funny.
Bane, like, that'd be cool as shit. I'd be like, I snap your back, Batman. That Jack go crunch.
Yeah, I wouldn't pull that out in the audition.
I would
He gets the crunch and Reek goes, "Wata."
Oh no.
be like, Batman, you look like a bitch. Get up. Can I be Alfred? Honestly,
Oh,
for,
that would be dope.
for Tree though, like I would have loved to be like obviously my favorite character, which is Nightwing, but I'd actually have to be like good actor for that.
You just voice act Pedro in the comic for Shazam.
Oh man,
Just have 2 lines. Just, hey man, the
Get-
funk.
I'm on swole. Oh, that'd be great.
I'm just built different, man.
Okay. I heavily enjoyed this movie. I think it's great. I think it's a nice breath of fresh air in the superhero genre to be a little bit sillier than most superhero movies. So I definitely feel like this is like an 8.5 for me.
Okay,
That's
Tristan.
fair. I was honestly gonna give this around like a 7.5 or an 8 personally. Although I like the cast in this movie overall. I feel like they could have done a bit more with it, which I hope and maybe expect that they will if they bring all this back, or when they bring all this back. I hope that they'll explore into the rest of the cast a bit more. But I enjoyed some of the silliness of it. I liked having Mark Strong as a villain, even though they did a poor job of explaining too much of that as well. It just like jumped to him being a villain basically. Um, but Mark Strong is solid. I'm a big fan of Zachary Levi, obviously, and so that brought it to like an 8 for me. It was a fun plot
Yeah.
too overall.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I just have a few complaints. Like the runtime of it, like I know we complain about a lot, but it's just a little bit too long for me. The fight scenes were a little bit too long. I think they did a really good job with the editing. The 7 Deadly Sins thing was pretty cool. I actually enjoyed that.
That was pretty cool.
The villain in general, he was pretty awesome, honestly. So there was some good things and there were some bad things. I just felt like a little bit was kind of cheesy and cringy, so it just kind of made me want to tune off. I didn't particularly like Shazam's suit. I just thought it was kind of cartoonish, but that's just kind of a personal, like, I'm just getting a little bit picky. So I'm gonna give it a 5, just because I thought it was just kind of eh. But yeah, I think the second one
fair.
will be a little bit better for me.
Yes.
Understandable.
So, guys, next week we're finally getting to Kuroko No Basket. Finally.
Yes.
That's gonna be interesting because we're all somewhat basketball fans, and the playoffs are going on right now. So it's gonna be fun seeing an anime take on basketball.
Oh no!
Motherfucker.
I can't wait to see someone throw a slam dunk down from the 3-point line.
Motherfucker. All right, so next week we'll start with season 1. The week after, season 2, possibly, depending. We want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. We got to get a new movie, right? Or are we down to our final movie?
We are down to whatever yours was. I think Rush Hour or whatever you picked, and then Army of the Dead.
All right, so Army of the Dead it is, because I'm probably going to change Rush Hour.
I assumed, but that works for me.
It mid pod.
Yeah, I remember.
So, Army of the Dead in 3 weeks, I guess. Possibly. I don't fucking know how our timeline works. We got our 1 year coming up in the next couple of weeks, which will be fun. Shout out.
I think next week, actually.
Is that next week already?
It's next week.
Well,
dude.
It'll come out. Yeah, it actually, the Monday we put the next episode out on, it's going to be the 14th, which I think it was the 15th.
The day after our 1 year. It was the 13th, I think.
Was it the 13th? No, I think it was the 15th. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But
Oh no, it's
Next one will be our 1 year.
Toga. 1 year, 52 plus episodes. What you gonna do about it, bitch? So,
Exactly.
just to wrap
Watch out for
things
some
up,
specialties.
I want you guys to remember that my name was Enrique.
Oh, what up? I am still Eli.
I am always going to be Tristan.
And I want you to remember Shazam!